guys, Bianca Carter here. I'm the founder of Bun in the Oven here in the Bahamas. And for those of you that don't know who I am, we have been open since December of 2012. So we're just getting ready to enter into our third year of business. And I'm super excited to talk to you guys today about something that I think is essential. So everybody wants to know, what is the best piece of pregnancy advice that you can either give or that you've gotten yourself? And so I'm going to answer that question for you. If you are pregnant, you're gonna need to know that you are going to get bombarded with lots of pieces of advice. Some are really good, helpful pieces of advice that can really help you, and then others are kind of like, you know, out of left field. Where did that come from? I actually wrote a blog post a few months ago that talked about the craziest or weirdest or funniest or strangest pieces of pregnancy advice that I have ever heard, and I would love for you guys to read it. So I'll post the link right here. You can click it after this video and take a look. And I would love for you guys to share your best pieces of pregnancy advice or some of the strangest pieces of pregnancy advice that you have gotten. So over the years, I've been asked, you know, my advice on a whole slew of topics that deal with pregnancy, that deal with moms, that deal with, you know, giving birth, having a baby, lots of things. But I also get asked the best piece of pregnancy advice that, you know, I myself give or that I've gotten. So here it goes. I was pregnant with my second child at the time, and I was in the doctor's office, and I struck up a conversation with an older lady. She kind of started out not, you know, giving me advice off the bat. She kind of said, you know, who are you? You know, how many months are you? She asked me who my family was, and being from a small town, and the Bahamas only literally has 300,000 people. So the first question you get is usually, you know, who's your family? Do I know any of them? So we kind of struck it off. And before I got called into the room, she said to me, you know, don't listen to what other people tell you about what you should be doing to your baby or your body while you're pregnant or even after the baby comes. She was like, just trust yourself, trust your gut, so that you can make the best decision for you and your baby. And so I sat there and I thought, oh, that's kind of nice. And I thought about it for some more, and then I came home and I thought about it. And I realized that she was absolutely right. So outside of all of the pieces of advice that, you know, seemingly are helpful, at the end of the day, I really believe, and this is the same advice that I give moms over and over, is just to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, to trust that you're going to make the best decision for your body and for your baby, and really feeling empowered that you can make the right decision. So that advice really, I never kind of forgot, because it's so true. And when people ask me for advice, I tell them that, because what's better than having the freedom and the feeling that you can make the best decision and that you can trust your gut instinct to, you know, lead you to the right answers for you and your baby. So it's all about trusting you and having that freedom and that feeling that you are ultimately in control. And that is honestly the best piece of advice that I've ever gotten, and I always give it. So ladies, if you've heard some pieces of advice out there that kind of make you cringe a little bit, or you're not really sure about them, then just ask yourself, is this right for me? Is it right for my baby? And I promise it won't ever lead you wrong. If you ever, you know, it's kind of like an old wives' tale, I think, here and maybe other parts of the world, but like, you know, people always talk about that motherly instinct, that gut instinct that really just, you know, very rarely is wrong. So ladies, trust yourself. You know better than anyone else. So guys, if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love for you guys to follow our YouTube channel. If you want to hear more about videos like this, pieces of advice, or just anything to do with mother and baby, being pregnant, giving birth, you know, anything to do with parenting, definitely let us know. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.